Now, much of the country is in the grip of a big chill today, with snow and ice covering large parts of the UK. And with Christmas Day just a week away... Goodness, just a week! Stress! I know! It looks like it's going to be a freezing festive season. So, are we going to embrace the cold weather? Does it make Christmas more of a treat for us?
I would embrace it if I wasn't moving today. I'm moving from London to Gloucestershire, and I'm going up to my new house for the first time tonight.
If you can get there.
If I can get there. Well, I'm going to endeavour to get there.
You'll be fine, Lise.
Do you think?
Yeah.
No, I won't, because I'll end up round with Paul in the car.
Well, that's a given. Any married couple in a car for more than 30 minutes, it's a wrap.
Well, you know, I mean, those of you who've been party to my conversations about terrible... I can't stand bad traffic, and if there's traffic and snow and all the rest of it, we're bound to have a fallout before we've even moved into our new lovely
it's Friday, there's snow.
And it's the Friday before Christmas. You're doomed.
Take a flask and some sandwiches. That's what you need. If you've got a flask and sandwiches, you can camp out. It'll be fine all night.
Or throw them at him.
Tranquiliser. Yes.
Exactly. Save the thermos for the big round.
Exactly. Make sure they're baguettes. Nice crusty baguette. That's what I want. Yeah.
But I have to say, you're going to one of the most beautiful parts of the country to start your new life. Lisa's moving round the corner from the pub I grew up in. I didn't grow up in a pub, I just drank there a lot. I'm not like Peggy Mitchell, although starting to look a bit worryingly like her. No. But it is beautiful, and you're going to love it. You'll be embraced by the people. There's a lovely sense of community there, and if the snow does fall, it's just one of those towns. It's a Regency town, and it just looks like the whole place has been dusted with ice and sugar. It's beautiful.
Yeah, well, it's all very pretty, but some of us have to work. It's true, isn't it? What is it with this country? Snow, leaves, sun, rain. Everything stops, doesn't it? The trains stop, the buses stop, the tubes stop, everything stops. Why can't we do why can't we get to work? Why can't we get anywhere? It just drives me insane. Just because there's a bit of snow, we all have to stop.
And do you know what? It is snowing here in London. I don't know how it is for you anywhere else in the UK today. I got into work in record time today because the gritters were out and everyone stayed home.
So I saw a little lone gritter, bless him. This old boy with a carrier bag, a bag full of grit going...
DIY gritting.
Moaning and groaning to himself, obviously clearing his own path, you know.
Sherrie's right. I mean, we've had 4 or 5 days' notice that we're going to have snow, and still everyone's surprised and looks at them and goes, snow! Who didn't know about
and then
that?
the schools close, don't they?
Yes.
And everything. You know what I hate about snow is when it all turns to mush. Doesn't it? And it goes grey, and it reminds me of a pie I made at school. And when they took the pie out, the pastry hadn't cooked, and it was all grey round the edges. So I always think of snow as grey pies.
Most people do, Sherrie. It's an easy, common thing to do.
True.
OK, now it's our final Friday show of 2009. So for one day only, our showbiz spotlight becomes a Ho-Ho-Hobiz spotlight.
Hey!
First up, for those of you waking up to the snow this morning, you might also have woken up for the very last time to Terry Wogan's final breakfast show. I know, what a show it was. After 37 years with Sir Terry at the helm, the Radio 2 morning slot will be taken over by Chris Evans from the new year. So, was Terry a special man for you to embrace first thing, ladies?
Do you know, can we have a bigger R? Come on.
He was amazing.
Yes, we will miss... Don't you think we'll miss him? I mean, I know he's not gone, but we will miss him on that slot because... You felt like part of his family. You know, you thought he was talking to you. It's that age-old thing, how clever is that? And the humour, it had such humour. He was cheeky, very cheeky, but you thought you were part of a secret cheekiness or a secret gag, or that, you know, you were maybe a niece that he hadn't talked to for a long time. And I just think we missed that, and we missed that kind of broadcasting, I think. And I just love him.
It is sometimes a bit secret, because sometimes you don't know what he's going on about. But in a wonderful sort of way, because it's always such colourful, flowery language. You think, I don't know what you're talking about, Tel, but I'm loving it, because it's just also the tone of his voice.
He joins you in with his storytelling. But he lives in my world, you know.
No one lives in your world, Sherrie. Also, can we not just think about... He's not dead. We're kind of all talking about him like he's gone.
No, he's going to go.
He's still
going to be doing a very different kind of show on Sunday.
He's a hard act to follow, isn't he? Let's be fair.
You know when that term "waxing lyrical"?
Yeah.
I think that could have been. I think that could have been invented with him in mind, because I think he does. He speaks in verse, and it's a a lost art form in so many ways now. One of the great broadcasters.
He has
Absolutely.
magic, you see. When you hear his voice, you smile.
Yeah.
And that, you very rarely
It's
get
like
that
putting
in
on an
people.
old pair of comfy slippers.
Well, he's got such talent.
And he can do everything. I mean, to do the radio show and do Eurovision and Children in Need. And he really was a real face of the BBC, and that wonderful BBC voice. They don't do him like that anymore.
Don't make him like that anymore. Although Chris Evans will be stepping up to the mic in the new year, and we wish him the very best of luck with that.
Absolutely.
Big shoes to fill. And as the Christmas holidays kick in, one celebrity pensioner travelling yesterday was our very own monarch, Her Majesty the Queen. She took herself off to Sandringham on the 10:45 London to King's Lynn, travelling off-peak on a Super Saver £44 ticket. I'm not making it up.
Oh, God love her. She's an old lady, isn't she? She looks like Edna the inebriate woman there.
Do we really want to see our Queen travelling with the rest of us commoners? Is it an inspiring sight, or should she be doing something a little more regal on the privacy of the royal train?
I think it's great that she's done it. I think it's fantastic. I mean, I'm pretty sure that there's a whole bunch of, like, you know, representatives sort of lingering behind, but I think it's great. I mean, at this time of the year, you know, it's a time to be sensitive to financial issues and stuff like that, and getting in touch with the people, and I think it's a good move. It's like last Thursday, Prince William making bacon sarnies for young homeless people. I just thought was a really cool thing to do as well. So good on you, Mum. I mean, she 80-odd. I think it's amazing.
Yeah, I think it's good she did it, and I'm sure I can't imagine that she was that lone figure getting on that. Can you? Who's that lady? Do you know she'd enough look like the Queen? Did you see that woman? Did she have that head scarf? No, it wasn't her.
I'm sure she had a bag of grip with her as well.
Imagine gets on the train and saying, "What do you want to eat then, love?" "Well, I'll have one of those sandwiches." "Are you sure?"
But you know, I thought the giveaway was that not only the detective that travelled with her, but the fact that she had a posy.
Yes, because we all do that on a train.
She's just so
don't we?
used to it.
But it did look like one from a garage, didn't it?
Do you know
wasn't like a...
No, they would have said, "You can't take that on there, love. It's health and safety. It's only my sleep."
The thing is, though, whether it was her decision or whose decision it was, I mean, I think it's good. It is sensitive. She does look really miserable, though. I mean, that she really didn't look like she was having fun. But I think it's good for her to be seen to be doing this in an era of recession when everyone's cutting down.
I think she's
Although
just
the
in
thought
her
of her
prime.
standing, maybe, you know, hailing down the number 94 bus, I can't really imagine happening soon.
But do you know what? She's always been really astute in terms of reading the mood of the nation and her people, and I think you're right. It's a good way to demonstrate that maybe even the royal family can cut their cloth accordingly at this time of year. And they do so many things without kind of great pomp and ceremony. So I know that this week, when we saw William making the bacon sarnies, it was highly publicised. But I would just like to say, a friend's mum is very sick at the moment. She's being cared for by some great nurses at a Sue Ryder hospice, not far from Prince Charles's home. And he dropped by this week with loads of fresh produce from Highgrove Farm, just made a visit to everybody, left them with all his food and wares, and off he went. And I think our royals are pretty decent types, yes.
Very nice.
OK, time for a break, but coming up, does a Christmas round robin fill us with festive cheer or rage? And we've known it for years, but all week she's been proving it. Confused? Well, it's official. Our Sherrie is crackers.
What kind of paper likes music?
Wrapping paper.